Well, what's up, everybody? Vince here, and I am finally getting the chance to honestly give my personal impressions on KOF 15, King of Fighters 15. Shatter your expectations on the online beta, and got my hands on it. Got some videos out on the channel for that, and I have to say that throughout my experience with just the beta, with a few characters that we had, I think it was like 8 characters. We had Chris, we had Kyo, we had Shune, we had we had the new character Dolores in there. We had Iori and a few others, and just a couple. I think I'm just missing like 2 people in there. And I got my hands on a few characters that I was kind of interested in playing, at least this beta, which was only Kyo and Shune, and then just got a little bit of Chris as for like the last minute of it, but most of it was just those 2 guys in general, because I was mostly like playing 1v1s other than just playing like the 3v3s for the beta. And I would say like my first impressions on the beta, that it's a very good impression, was that the actual online netcode was holding up in almost all the matches that I participated in. I live up in the mountains, and I'm in high altitude mountains, so the region was able to hold up and able to play against other people, even either across the US or even across the world, that actually held up. And there was maybe like one match that would hold up to a few frames where it'd be like 1 or 2, and it's nice and going. And once the battle it still goes on and on and on, it'll go to 4 to 5, 6, 7. All of a sudden it like loses it a little bit. And I've only had that moment, and I've only had one actual disconnect from a game out of like I would say maybe 25 different types of fights. In total, I had about maybe 20 rounds of different people playing online, and only one disconnect, just because we knew that it was like, whoa, that was a bad frame. So, is the online good? The online is okay. It's good. It's not great. Is it Killer Instinct good? No, it's not Killer Instinct good. But it's decent enough for a King of Fighters game. I mean, 14. I never played. My experience with King of Fighters was always 13, 14, and then CVS 2, because that's where like most of the King of Fighters characters I would play in CVS 2 actually, and have tons of fun in there. But I would always play against people, like having people over, and never really playing online with those games. It was always just on the couch and just having friends over and having an experience with that. But now with King of Fighters 15 having rollback netcode and few fights holding up, and despite the whole rollbacks really jumping back and forth, it's good, but it's not great. So being able to try to do the combos that you wanted to do against these other opponents, and it's definitely characters that I never really played a lot. It's definitely a different experience, and a huge challenge to it, especially when you're unsure of like how the frames are gonna work against everybody else. So, but other than that, the game was the beta was extremely fun, and the 3 stages that we got, which was the arena, training stage, and like I think the concert stage, all 3 good looking stages. But I'm mostly looking forward to the entire variety of stages, and of course other variety of the rest of the characters that I really want to play in this game and just have fun with them online. Another cool impression, which was actually surprising, was the choice of turning down the brightness on the stage, and normally at the normally the stage is shown like it's bright, you see all the colors, but you can actually choose to sort of like dim the brightness, and no other fighting game I believe has actually had that option, to where technically the characters, the life bars and the super bars can still stay the same brightness, but you can dim down the background brightness of the stages and sort of have the characters pop out a little bit more. And it's actually a cool little a very cool little thing that they just added on, that's that at least for this game, like they really, I think they really understand the colors that they're using for their characters and for the supers and everything that comes with that, that they're like, you know, to show this off, like give this option to sort of like to just sort of turn down the brightness of the stages, so way the supers and the colors can actually pop out even more. And it honestly made the game, I would say, look a little a ton better. Honestly, it made it tons better. I mean, if I had to choose either if I'm keeping it default to the bright stage or if I'm going to dim it down, I probably personally would actually dim them down. And depending on the stage I would choose. And we don't know what other, we've gotten a variety of all the trailers of what the stages are going to look like. But with all the bright ones out there, like we're going to get Terry Bogard's beach stage. Like I could probably give it a choice of like either having it like that or keeping it dimmed down just a little bit, so that it's not so blinding. Honestly, that way you honestly don't lose track of your characters when you're fighting against other people, and you're just seeing there's just too much bright, and you're just like, I need focus more on this. Let's dim this down. So that's a cool little option that I was really surprised on, was choosing to dim the brightness down on the in the background stages. So that's honestly like a thumbs up from me to SNK for having that option. So that's a good one. A lot of the supers and a lot of the characters definitely look fantastic in comparison to 14, of course. All the supers, I would say, so far of the characters that we got to play as, definitely gets me excited for all the rest of the characters that we know that are in the game, and lo and behold, the future of either more comeback characters that are coming, or returning characters, or more characters that are just coming in that we know of, or possibly guest characters that are going to be showing up in this game as well, and just seeing their supers like in action, other than not really getting a whole lot of them in their own trailers. But how every character is going to feel in this game by playing is what gets me excited for the entire game to come out, and it's going to be super exciting. But overall, the impressions on KOF 15 online beta, the opening beta, and just being able to play against everybody being able to play against people was a whole lot of fun, and I honestly can't wait for this full game. So a good honest impression of from me to King of Fighters 15 is out of 10, it's a 7. Well, guys, that's the video right here. Basically, just giving my appreciation to King of Fighters 15, and definitely looking forward to more of it in the future when it comes out. So thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, and if you're brand new to this channel, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button and continue the support of this small channel, making it a bigger channel in the far future. Well, that's what it is right there. So King of Fighters 15, I can't wait for more. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Vince, and I'll see you guys next time.